Prescription drugs could soon be going down.
Drug maker Pfizer reached a deal with the White House to avoid new pharmaceutical tariffs that take effect today in exchange for reducing prices on certain medications.
For more, let's bring in NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans to walk us through what this all means. Christine, good morning. Great to see you with us. Okay, so how much could drug prices drop, and who's really going to feel an impact?
So Pfizer says that by at least half some of these drug prices will fall. The whole point here is the White House has really been pushing for U.S. customers to pay for prices in the U.S. to be as low as they are in other countries, especially Europe. Now, one of the reasons they're lower in Europe is because those governments set those prices. Well, what the White House is doing here is asking these drug companies voluntarily to lower them, and Pfizer has said that it will. So this is one drug company and one kind of category, that's Medicaid drug, people who are on Medicaid, and that is the low-income health insurance, government health insurance program. And some of the drugs we're talking about here, Pfizer says, are this drug, the $30 drug that's an 85% price cut. This is a menopause drug. The second drug on this list, I think, is a bladder drug. That's an 85% price cut there. And this eczema medication, the skin medication, is an 80% price cut there. So that would be for people on the Medicaid program. So what does that mean exactly? It means that maybe states and localities, they would actually have lower prices. That could be good news for the people who, for the the program itself. But if those of us on regular health insurance, like a company and health insurance, it probably doesn't mean anything there.
Yeah, your graphic mentioned direct-to-consumer sales. How are those going to be affected?
Yeah, so that's interesting. Trump RX, a Trump-branded direct-to-consumer website, the government says it's going to get up and running sometime next year. And you wouldn't buy drugs directly through the government, but the government would connect you to the drug companies so that you could buy drugs that way. And again, for people who are using insurance, unclear who that would help. That would really help maybe the uninsured, but getting the lowest drug prices there if you're not going through your insurance company.
Here's an interesting piece of this. Pfizer's
but getting the lowest drug prices there if you're not going through your insurance company.
Here's an interesting piece of this. Pfizer's also benefiting from this deal, right? We know the company's getting a 3-year exemption from the president's new pharma tariffs. How big of a bargaining chip is that? Do we think we see more deals to come?
So the White House says it is talking with more companies, so watch this space here. But you have 100% tariffs on foreign-made branded medicines. I mean, that would raise the price of a lot of medicines here, but there are some exemptions. Generics are exempted, so that's good. A lot of people in the United States use generic drugs, so those are already exempted from these tariffs. Also, if you're actively building new facilities in the United States, as Pfizer says it is, you are also exempted. So this is the White House really trying to push down drug prices. This is something that drives Americans crazy. The drug prices are 3 times in the United States,